See, I think what I believe is that when you put APIs are there, okay, and APIs, this has been it's not a new concept. Information exchange across various systems, it has always been there. Now, the way we are talking about SOAP versus REST APIs and bringing more sort of, dynamism to this whole concept of connectivity is actually becoming pretty common. And now customers are also demanding that, okay, we want to exchange information in a real-time fashion, okay, and we want to exchange in a number of steps so that we can ensure that security is there, connection is there. So, all these use cases are encapsulated into an API ecosystem. So when you talk about APIs, yes, I think most of the banks now have deployed API frameworks. Data Power is there from IBM, also called API Connect. Oracle Application Gateway is there. So, and people have created their own custom API gateways as well. So yes, this is something that is going to be for a corporate relationship, especially when it is a bank to entity B2B kind of relationship. This is going to really flourish, and this is now becoming the norm. In fact, what I believe in is that whenever the corporate department or a corporate sort of, sales team just goes and visits a customer, there has to be a booklet or a bouquet of APIs that can actually be offered along with the conventional products, because typically businesses would go and offer credit and deposit relationships and cash management and trade services. But there's no focus on that kind of this back-end service that can be given, and it's not a big challenge. You just need to put a framework. You just need to put security around it. You need to have the right infrastructure behind it, and you can start information sharing. So this is definitely going to be a key demand from all the corporate customers. And right now, we believe that, okay, it's fine. You have it, you don't have it. The customers are okay. But I believe in a year or 2 years' time, people are going to ask for it. And KPIs will also get enhanced in the sense, information exchange, not only to the extent of sharing information, but also in ensuring that the information is such which is ingested by the ERP systems of the customers, so that, basic steps of reconciliation and all those manual interventions are actually taken away. And this is where the real value from a corporate banking or a cash management perspective is going to come into play. And this is what we are also working towards. When it comes to open API, you add a framework of regulation to it and start information sharing based on a certain regulatory framework, it becomes an open API thing. I think with PSG2 coming in with other regulations now, in fact, coming in the Middle East as well, where information sharing in Saudi and Dubai, where fintechs and telcos are also sharing banking information slowly and gradually, I think it will come. But again, putting that thing into context, there are certain other things that need to also happen before that. The consent or really the thought process of banks to start sharing information at the level where it really starts making sense and certain use cases can actually be addressed. So business driving or thinking from a business perspective and then bringing the technology, I think this is going to play a big role. Platforms, yes, platforms are being placed by all the banks. Mostly all the banks, I believe, top banks are already doing it. So platforms definitely are going to help in actually bringing the services faster, but getting the right use cases where banks can collaborate, fintechs can come in and also co-collaborate, and the appetite of banks to start taking risk. There's a lot of failure in digital. We have to make sure that, okay, that if a failure comes in, it's not the failure, it's basically if a fintech doesn't work, you need to embrace basically what are the lessons coming out of that failure, and then you need to see how to apply those lessons to while engaging other fintechs as well. Not every fintech, for example, which is integrated, or not every API or integration digital that is going to happen is going to result in money terms for the banks. But again, it is really going to help you in getting the right experience, identifying the right talent pool, because I believe fintechs have got, for example, really good talent pools, which probably needs guidance and stuff. So I was just diverging a bit to the fintech concept, but again, the whole thing is that APIs are definitely going to flourish more. They're going to penetrate more and more, and and this is also very important for making banks lean. But again, if you look at it from the perspective of regulation, that is also becoming critical. It will take its time, I think, in Pakistan, but once it comes in, it's really going to help a lot of small players and fintechs to come and bring really, really meaningful use cases.